All right, let's dive right into this rapid-fire explainer. We are covering some absolutely massive updates from Anthropic today, hitting on law, science, and national security. We've got a ton of crucial info to unpack, and we're going to do the whole shebang in just about 3 minutes. So let's get to it. We're kicking things off with a staggering number, $1.5 billion. Seriously, that is the largest known resolution of a copyright case in U.S. history. It's a massive, massive milestone in this ongoing wave of AI-related lawsuits we've been tracking. Which brings us to Section 1, the copyright settlement. So a U.S. district judge actually just granted final approval for Anthropic to settle that huge class action lawsuit brought by authors over Claude's training data. But here's the truly fascinating part: the split precedent this sets for the entire AI industry. Check this out. While downloading the copyrighted books was officially deemed illegal, the actual act of training the AI model on that text, the judge ruled that constitutes fair use. It's a real game changer for how we look at data ingestion. Moving right along to Section 2, funding rare disease research. We are pivoting straight from the courtroom into the lab because Anthropic is now offering up to $50,000 in Claude Opus credits specifically to tackle neglected genetic diseases. It's pretty amazing. If you're in this space, you've got until August 2nd to apply, and they've split it into 2 tracks. Track 1 is aimed at clinical researchers looking into disease mechanisms, and Track 2 is for early-stage biotechs looking to accelerate their drug development. Now for Section 3, White House security rules. You already know the regulatory landscape is shifting incredibly fast right now. Well, following a June 2nd executive order, the White House is finalizing a voluntary framework with an August 1st deadline. And here's the kicker. Very soon, federal agencies are going to get a 30-day pre-release review window. Basically, they get a full month to evaluate the national security implications of any new frontier model before it hits the public. The absolute crucial detail here is who is doing the testing. Before going public, these models will actually face classified evaluation benchmarks run by the NSA. Yeah, the NSA. Now, to reassure the tech sector and make sure innovation doesn't just hit a brick wall, the framework explicitly prohibits mandatory licensing. So they're really trying to strike a balance there. Which brings us to our final part, Section 4, Project Glasswing and Mythos 5. So this upcoming 30-day government review period adds some really intense pressure to Anthropic's highly guarded cybersecurity program, Project Glasswing. Right now, there is a 90-day progress report pending, and the big Black Hat conference is literally just 15 days away. Meanwhile, we've got 200 vetted partners spread across 15 different countries actively using the restricted Claude Mythos 5 model. And what are they doing? They're using it to scan critical infrastructure code. Because Mythos 5 is such an obvious candidate for those classified NSA-run benchmarks we just talked about, it really forces us to ask a big question. Is this new regulatory framework going to permanently delay the general availability of Mythos 5? Or is a broader release actually still on the horizon? As government oversight races to catch up with this wild technological advancement, we have to wonder, who is ultimately going to dictate the pace of our AI future?